I like to go by Coach Andrea. So please feel free to check out my website. I'll be adding more videos there, and I'm also starting my YouTube channel. And let's get started because we only have like 14 minutes and a half to get through some things so that we can upload this video. So the things that I want to get through right now are 3 areas that can help you when you're waking up upon rising to get the mind, body, and the spirit connected. And the things that we're going to do, these movements are really good for the face and shoulders and your waistline as well as your legs, okay? So I'm going to adjust this a little bit and let's get started. Here we go. We're going to, upon waking, we're going to sit on the side of our bed and rotate our neck and then rotate the other way. And now we're going to take a deep breath in, and when we take a deep breath in, fill our bellies up with air. And then when we exhale, let it go back down. Breathe in and breathe out. So that's the breathing you want to use. And then when I say hold, you want to hold your abdomen, your diaphragm muscles, and your floor muscles, your pelvic floor muscles. You want to hold those and squeeze them when I say hold, and then when I say release, you want to release them. And what this does is that it helps create a nice cycle of energy flow through the body, because you know we're all energy matter and we have electricity in our bodies. So we want that electricity to get through the whole body, and that allows our cardiorespiratory system, which has blood in it, which has nutrients in it, to get to all of our muscles, organs, and tissues so that we can keep a nice, healthy, balanced body. And I love introducing people to natural ways of creating balance, keeping balance in their body. All right, so I think those are just the easy things. And let's get started again. We said neck rotations, and now we're going to take it forward and back. You don't have to go back really far, just nice and gentle. And this time we're going to breathe in and breathe out. In breath and out breath. Now we're going to take the thumb, put it on the side of the nose, and then the finger on our forehead, the pointer finger, and then the other two go across the nose. And now we can let the second finger join in. So we're going to breathe in and then hold. When we hold, we're going to squeeze our nose, bring our chin down, squeeze our pelvic floor, hold. And then we're going to release one nostril, release both nostrils, and breathe out. Breathe in, hold, breathe out, and release. You can try these things, pause the camera and try, but for sake of time, we're going to move forward. What that does is it gives your nostrils a chance. And one thing to remember, keep your tongue at the roof of your mouth in all of our breathing exercises. When you hear me say breathe in, make sure the tongue's at the roof of the mouth. What that does is it helps seal that electrical charge that we're talking about. You can read about this information in traditional Chinese medicine. You may hear the breathing that I just did called Nirmati Nadashudi. Don't ask me how to spell it. Actually, if you write it, I can write it in the description. If you want to know, you can also email me. Okay, so we've done those Nirmati Nadashudi breath techniques. Then we're going to do something called fire breathing, which is breathing really fast with the same breathing we did the first time. So breathe in, out, and we're going to do it extremely fast. All of this is nasal. We're not going to open the mouth. Nasal. Keep that tongue at the roof of the mouth. Now, be mindful. All this breath work means that your brain is starting to get more oxygen, and when the brain gets more oxygen, it's also helping clean out anything that doesn't need to be there. Oxygenating the body, getting oxygen in, is an actual cleaning process to the brain, and you'll notice you'll feel more relaxed. Now, how long should you do that? I would start with at least 15 seconds and build your way up. After I know I've done it a minute to 2 minutes, I am very, very relaxed. I'm not asking you to start there. Just remember, 15 to 30 seconds is a great place to start. Now that you've done that, you're going to do some eye rolls. We're going to follow your hand, follow my finger and my hand with your eyes. So you're going to breathe in and breathe out. In, out, in, out, in, out, out. And now the other direction. In, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, and out. And as you can see, it's already calming me down and slowing me down, giving me a chance to really think and focus. That also helps wake up the eyes. And speaking of eyes, let's get into our face work. We're going to help clean out our lymphatic system. It's like the drainage system to the blood, to our circulatory system. And what we're doing is we're pulling any lymph out of the forehead, and then we're going to also take it out from under the eyes. You know, you have fat under here, and you also have fluid in here that may have built up because you didn't have enough water and you had too much sodium, or because you didn't have enough sleep. And sleep is the main is the main helper when we're trying to clean out the lymphatic system. If we don't get the amount of sleep we need, then it's hard to have the lymphatic system do what it needs to do. So look at the anatomy of your sinuses. Just type anatomy of sinuses, and you can see the different cavities in your body. And now we're going to go from our chin all the way up our jawline and out the top of our head. Breathing in, putting that tongue in the roof of the mouth. Think of a visualization. Visualizing is always powerful when you're exercising and breathing. It helps solidify images that you want to have all day long. Positive images. Seeing yourself sitting erect. Seeing someone that you love sitting up erect with a smile on their face. So that may have not been 8 rotations or 8 swoops, but we need to move on because we only have a certain amount of time. Now we're going to work with the lymphatic system again, taking these 2 fingers, and we're going to pull down to other lymph nodes. And then we can take the whole hand and pull outward. And it's good to even do it one at a time. You get more relaxation. I'm noticing now my nerves are tingling because I have done a lot of work sitting down typing and lifting things. So even though I'm focused on my lymphatic system and I'm pulling it down from my head and into the lymphatics and lymph nodes, and down here on the side where we have more lymph nodes, I am also relaxing my body. 8 is a great place to start. Sometimes I'm doing 4, sometimes I'm doing 8. Let's go on the other side. But you can start with 4. And some people talk about numbers, like doing reps of 9 or even 10 and more. And just remember, when you're doing reps, you're also focusing on how you're breathing, what's on your mind, being positive with your thoughts. And now the waistline. We said we do a little waist work. So this helps the lymphatic system, twisting and turning. A lot of people don't remember to look behind them when they twist. You can even keep your hands on your hips when you do it. You have more rotation. So you can do in breath, out, in, out, in, out. That was 4. And then you can reverse it. And what that means is now you're going in and out, in and out. In, out, in, out. Okay, you can pause the video and go back for more. Now we're doing legs. I said we do something with our legs. So the brain has the left hemisphere and the right hemisphere. And guess what? When we're doing movements like this that actually help our legs, it helps our midline, helps our brain, our left brain and right brain connect. I would suggest that anyone start with 10 to 20 and then take a break and then do another set of 10 to 20. Notice that I'm touching my knees. A great thing to do if you want to continue to work your waistline and abs is now bring your elbow into the picture, and you're having to lift higher with the knee and lift higher, or I should say lower with the elbow. And we're getting more turn here And notice you're crunching up the abs more, which is also going to help our waistline. Okay? Another thing for your legs, let's angle the camera down a little bit, is that you're going to bring them up and out, back and down. Up, out, back and down. Breathe in, hold, release. Breathe in, hold, release. Breathe in, hold, release. Breathe in, hold, release. Okay, so we had 4 on each side, and now one more activity for the legs, the lower legs more so, but it also helps the upper legs. We're gonna put our, let's move back so you can see that I have my heels on the ground. And heels on the ground first, and then you're gonna move them up on the toe, and then just bounce. This also will help the lymphatic system. It would be really best if you could stand up and bounce, but some people I know are not ready for that and don't have that same amount of balance. But just in case you are ready for it, you could also hold on to something while you do it. And notice it helps bring the whole body upward and downward, upward and downward, upward and downward. And this type of movement is very good for helping the body center itself. And that means your mind, and that means your thoughts, and that means your spirit will feel at ease and comfortable, and we'll be able to deal with emotional stress much better. So we're going to stop there, and I'm going to say thank you so much for joining me, Mom, and anybody else, oops, I almost fell, and anybody else that wants to work on bringing balance to their body, have a great morning, evening, or afternoon. Love ya.